Libra, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it, Libra. Happy day, happy full moon. I am recording on the actual full moon. It hasn't hit its peak quite yet, but it is mounting. We have a full moon in Libra, which is nice because usually when we have a full moon, new moon in our sign, it really helps us navigate it a little bit easier, more fluidly. And that's definitely needed right now, or wanted, I should say, because relationships, partnerships have definitely been in focus. And it's really highlighting a lot of the disconnects, a lot of places where there is tension, frustration, overwhelm, and a need for attention, right? A need to call attention to certain aspects that really need some love, some care, some adjustment and change. We're also coming into situations where people don't want to change, or they're very resistant, refusing, etc. And so we're kind of left with our hands tied, or we have to use that as knowledge, as information about how much someone is really willing to work with us, or whether it's just something that's actually causing more frustration, drama, toxicity than what needs be. The aspects of the full moon today are dealing with relationships specifically, and period. But interestingly enough, Venus also goes direct today. So we had Mercury in retrograde. It just went direct a couple days ago. Now Venus is about to go direct as well. And usually when planets go direct, it helps actually highlight even more where those disconnects are, right? Like retrograde, we get these little learning periods to kind of see what's going on. And then when they go direct, it's like, okay, well, what are you going to do about it now? And some of these decisions are not comfortable. They're really hitting these deeper wounds within us, these wounds of worth, value, ability, right? Can you do it? Can you make this happen? I believe yes. So that's why I like to start off these readings with an energy cleansing Libra. Just kind of set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out some of that block limitation that we might be coming into. It's also a really good time to set your own intention for the reading as well, especially if you come in with something on your heart, on your mind, something you want Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. It really is a great way to personalize these collective readings, and it actually works. You can do it for any reader. I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing, wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, what's going on, how it's faring, where it's headed, etc., or if you are looking for more of a rebalancing of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultation. When we're grounded in self, when we know who we are, when we know what we want, when we really are listening to our instincts, our intuition, that's when we're making choices that bring us happiness and fulfillment, right? Not things that like kind of look right or maybe look good on paper, but the reality, not so much. So definitely hit me up. If you are interested in my services, I would be honored to help and support and love in whatever way possible. All that info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Libra, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so you may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama love, Mama love. All right, Libra. So you're feeling a little bit heavy this week, or maybe even just like walking into this week, walking into this reading. Something just feels really disheartening, like you want to cry is how it was coming through. And it's not that all hope is lost per se, but it feels heavy, right? It feels really heavy. Well, we've had a lot of intensity aspecting the moon. Ironically or not, today it's a little bit lessened, and more of the tension is coming through from Mercury, a little bit from the sun. The sun is our ego, and I'm sorry, Mars, not Mercury. I keep getting those two. I don't know what it is this week, but those two keep switching. Well, maybe it's Mercury. Maybe it's hard to communicate right now. Obviously, I'm struggling with it. But this value, so Mars is our action potential, and we're seeing it's not blocks, it's just needing to figure things out, needing to figure out what's in front of you before you move forward, right? Like you can't get to the next level until you conquer this one, until you conquer Bowser or the Beast in this one, right? So this value of, yeah, I see that 100%, primordial as your overarching energy. It's like what you actually have to work with in present time, the people, the places, the things. And primordial energy can be a little bit like not so fun, right? It's not the fantasy, it's not the hope, it's not what we envision our life to be, right? It's actually like what's happening on the ground in front of us. And like I said, yes, 100%, it has imperfections, right? Imperfections that are not fun, that really do kind of trigger some emotions around us. It can be guilt, it can be shame, it can be a myriad of things, right? Not feeling good enough, not feeling worthy. But I'm also hearing this as like imperfections in your pursuits, not only in your relationships, but how things play out. We can like manifest perfectly, so to speak. I mean, we're always manifesting, but this idea of like proactively going after something, we can do the right steps, right time, all this stuff, right? But sometimes there is just shit that comes out of left field that makes things emotional, that puts things on hold or detours your path, and then a new solution needs to be found. That is this value of Uranus in Taurus right now. It looks like you are struggling with a little bit of how this stuff is affecting your ego. Because the downside of primordial energy, well, what I've found, especially if you consider yourself intuitive or, you know, whatever, like you kind of rely on your intuition in order to make decisions, primordial energy, like you can intuit how something's going to work out, but we still have to contend with, again, what's in front of us. That value of like, maybe that's the end result, but getting there doesn't make it any easier, right? Like, cause we're still dealing with, I mean, I'm hearing this, or maybe this is how I refer it, like low vibey energy, people, places, and things that this is full moon season right now. So people are just popping off. The water, fire element are constantly playing against each other. We have a little bit of heightened air energy. So it's like, if we hook onto something, if our mind hooks onto something that's like not so good for us, or it's reactionary, aggression, anger, frustration, it's just going to get us into trouble. And honestly, that's like what it looks like you're combating this week, Libra. And it's not coming from you. I mean, it says that 100%. It's not making you feel good, you know, and maybe that's even like a minimalization of it. It's not making you feel good. It's actually just like, I'm seeing this as you questioning yourself, questioning your strength, not only your worth, but like what you see, what you sense. Am I the crazy one is what I'm hearing. Okay, so there is something that's coming into play, unfortunately, I'm sorry, where it is going to stir the pot. And we're seeing this all across the board, especially because relationships are in focus. We have the Empress and the Emperor coming out. So big fight, big difference of opinion, something completely was grounded, you know, something completely was taken down is what I'm seeing. And it looks like there's a lot of feelings. There's a lot of difference of opinion. We have the moon and the full moon energy. So double confirmation on those heightened water elements that I was talking about. We can't really escape it. We can't escape it at all. This is crazy. This is so crazy. I love this. It's all about the duality. It's all about the duality. We have new moon, full moon, masculine, feminine. We have Two of Cups, partnership, how that duality plays out. And then we have the Tower. We have the Tower, the thing that wipes it all down. I feel like, honestly, you've had to kind of come into your your masculine energy, so to speak, regardless of what gender you are. What do I mean by that? It's like you've had to set strong boundaries. You've had to set limits, strong limits on people, places, and things. And someone doesn't like that so much. It does look like there are some things that are coming back from the past for you, Libra. Situations that you've been contending with for a minute, and they have been really painful, and it is kind of forcing you to protect your ego. What I love is right now the sun is in conjunct. It's actually one of the bigger aspects for the full moon with Chiron. Chiron is our wound healer. It is the ability to kind of heal those places within ourselves where maybe it's not, you know, how we envision something going, i.e. our ego wants someone to get what's due to them, but at the same time, it's not necessarily up to us. It's not up to you, Libra, right? And I don't know. Let me look into this a little bit more, because it does look like there's a lot of difference of opinion. It looks like someone's bringing some clarity, some truth to you. You could be dealing with another Libra or Taurus energy. I don't know. I'm seeing a little bit of the blame game. I'm not going to lie. I'm seeing a little bit of the blame game. Make sure that someone, or, you know, here's the thing. Make sure that people are taking responsibility for their part in it. And someone might, like, I'm kind of seeing maybe someone letting their defenses down a little bit. That's also what's pissing them off, because I don't feel like you're in a place to receive it, where maybe they were kind of giving you the boundaries or limitations, ghosting you in the past, etc., like saying things about you, whatever. Now it looks like they're flipping their script a little bit more, but you're kind of like, wait a second, like, this isn't my vibe, you know? You did X, Y, and Z, and so that's why I had to do A, B, and C, right? Like, you don't feel, I don't know, I think there's a lot of broken trust in this dynamic. I think there's a lot of things that, like, are not settling well with you. Again, looking at those things that are more base instinct, that are more primitive, that are just, like, innately in us as beings, I don't know, like from the animal kingdom. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but, you know, just like whatever, our natural instincts, right? Where we do kind of vibe out of that value of just, you know, what is the knee-jerk reaction? And that's definitely how it feels. Someone's guilty of this, and now they're trying to right their wrongs. I do feel like they're coming back to you in a way with some humility, but, you know, maybe they're willing to, like, accept some responsibility, but it also feels like for you, it's not enough, because coming out of this conversation, you're still conflicted. You're still feeling like hurt, right? Hurt over the whole thing. That might be part of this ego that's trying to either, I don't want to say trick you, but sometimes we let our mind, our emotions get the best of us. And you are an air sign, so try to be rational, try to be diplomatic, but also listen to yourself, listen to your feelings. I feel like this has been a really good exercise, not only for you, not only for air signs, but like for the whole collective, out of like how to trust what you're seeing, sensing, and feeling. And it does look like some clarity is coming in a way that I do feel like it is giving you a breath of fresh air, or it's kind of finally putting pieces in their right place. It's also forcing you to look at yourself because of some of the things that are said, which doesn't feel very comfortable, which again is making things emotional and kind of rubbing your ego the wrong way. But I think you're not, it doesn't look like you're really making a decision this week. It looks like you're sitting on it a little bit more. There's a lot of water under this bridge. And so like you're finally in this place where it's like, how am I going to deal with it? I'm actually going to clarify on this Uranus energy, because Uranus is in Taurus right now. Remembering that we need to work on what is in, like, we need to work out the problems that are in front of us. It doesn't mean you have to like stay with someone who's toxic or abusive or any of those things, but it does mean that you have to sort the problem out within yourself so that you're not attracting that again, right? And I feel like some of this Like, I'm seeing this as honesty, Libra, honesty with self, honesty about the situation. I think that's going to take a minute to come to. I feel like some stuff needs to be brought to the table, revealed, which it looks like this person's situation is going to be doing that this week. And then you kind of have to like sit on it for a minute and really figure out how you feel, how this sits with you, whether or not you want to move forward with it. I'm not sure, because your ego feels a little bruised, or it's taken a hit, or you're just like not interested in the bullshit anymore. Everyone, it's going to be different. You do have new moon, new energy, new potential, new possibility. You just got to have to sit, think through it, and figure out how you want that to play out for you. So Libra, thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonated for you. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say hey, share it in a little love, little TLC. I'm horrible. I've taken forever to get back to some of you, so please forgive me. My life is just very busy, so I apologize. Just know my heart is always for good intention, and I appreciate you so much. All the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. Know I'm sending it back your way.